the rest of us live with every day. Your own mortality.
Bruce, your heart.
Batman's like, you broke my heart. But seriously, someone get Bruce a doctor. Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. So Part 1 is already up on the channel. If you haven't checked that out already, you can see that reaction. And I already kind of made these announcements in my Part 1 video, so I'm just going to keep this brief as just a brief reminder. So I'm releasing these videos, full versions out on Patreon for Dark Knight Returns. But if I am considering reacting to more DC animated movies, kind of toss up right now between the Batman the Animated Series, that's the one I'm really leaning towards, but possibility of the Flashpoint Paradox, just kind of depending on what people want. So if these two Batman movies reactions do well, if people seem interested in like more DC animations, then I will do one of those too. If not, then just had fun doing these. Thank you for checking out these videos. And if I do end up doing the animated series, if anyone has, if there's like an official amongst the fan base, I know so little about it, and I also don't like looking up things about shows or movies I haven't seen so as to accidentally get something spoiled. So if anyone has, if there's a list of like the top episodes or the popular ones, what I'll probably end up doing if I end up doing the Batman the Animated Series is I'll watch the whole show, because I kind of want to, and put all those reactions the full length on Patreon, and then I'll release like the main episodes that I have to edit for YouTube. It's very time consuming, but I'll at least edit like those core important episodes so everyone can watch those as well. That's my plan for right now, but let's just get into the reaction. The Dark Knight Returns Part 2.
Since Batman's defeat of the mutant leader at the West River drainage site.
All right, right back into it 3 months later.
Sons of Batman, one of several splinter groups that formed from the remnants of the mutant gang after their leader was defeated by the Batman.
It's a nice, effective way to kind of recap the happenings from Part 1 in case you forgot or you didn't watch it.
How are the Sons of Batman his responsibility? He didn't create them.
He absolutely did!
To be fair, the mutants existed before the Sons of Batman, so... He's smiling. He's smiling for the first time in how many years?
Hate never heals.
But it's so disheartening.
Those are some convincing crocodile tears. At least that's how I'm taking it. I don't think he's being sincere, right?
Could arrange an appearance for you on one of the shows. The home would have to approve a day pass. They'll insist I be right beside you at all times.
And they'd also have to be really stupid. You do not invite the Joker anywhere.
I think they'll fight for the chance to book you.
They probably would for the ratings, though.
At least for the time being. He's safe.
Yeah, he was completely playing him, right? I mean, come on.
While media analysts predict it'll be Endocrine's highest rated episode in years.
It definitely will be.
Son, you know I like to keep you out of domestic affairs.
Looks like Captain America stars there.
I'm not asking you to put him down. Not yet, anyway. But settle him. Ride him around the yard a few times if you have to.
I love the way they reveal that.
You know how to get in touch with him, don't you, son?
He's not hard to find, sir.
Not for you, maybe. I love that we don't even see his face, though, in that reveal, you know? Just like when the first time we see the Joker in Part 1, we don't see his face.
What are you?
We Brunos. We nasty.
Bruno? Who's he?
Don't talk about Bruno.
You mutant kids go from one boss to the next.
That's very true.
We make decisions.
You even old enough to drink?
I love how Brett, like, this guy is not intimidated with a gun pointed in his face. Yeah, they are so dumb.
Monsieur Bruno.
Those two morons don't have a brain between them.
She's got brains and muscle.
On 7th Street says it's for $2.50. I need the points.
Holy. Wait, who is this lady? Hold on. Jeez.
Hey, Bats! Bruno's taken off!
Oh, wait, that's a Batman disguise?
Pull that trigger, and I'll be back for you.
Holy, wait. So he has like an elaborate like makeup and everything. That's genius. How did I not see that though?
Into the alley, do not let her see you. Violate that order and you're fired.
Batman's not messing around. You don't have a lot of job security.
Oh, yes!
Oops, celebrate a little too early. Shoot, get cover, Robin. I also don't know, is she from the comics? Carrie, this Robin? Like beyond The Dark Knight Returns?
If you're lucky, Bruno, you'll end up in jail tonight.
What a line, Batman. Gotta make it extra humiliating when he's not even in the bat suit and is like dressed like an old lady beating you up. Is that the end of Bruno? Are we saying goodbye to Bruno? Get move, people, move! Oh no. What an entrance from Superman. And what a way to immediately like demonstrate his power for anyone who doesn't know.
No, not him.
I love how he knows who it is immediately. Oh, Bruno. Yes, we got Superman appearing out of the shadows. That's pretty darn ominous, having his red eyes appear like from the dark. Batman gets in a punch.
My place, in the morning. Until then, stay out of my way.
Batman's like, we're gonna communicate, it's gonna be on my turn.
Was that him?
I love how she asks.
That's a matter for the state level, and they've got a solid, clear-headed governor there. Yes, they do.
Do they?
Sorry, guys, I've got a whole state to run, and I trust the judgment of Mayor Stevenson on that.
Oh, here we go. Just keep pushing it down to the lower levels.
Now it's Commissioner Yendel's turn to face this man. She may make him her enemy, or maybe she'll learn from him. Either way, I wish her well.
I do really like how Gordon is just like, you make that decision yourself, you know?
Assault and battery and creating a public menace. I hereby issue a warrant for the Batman's arrest.
I mean, I'm not surprised. A literal eagle. Could he get more American?
You have to go back into retirement. You're upsetting too many people.
Forced retirement?
You act like a criminal.
We are criminals, Clark. You're still one too. Only difference is you have a boss.
There's some truth to what Batman is saying.
When you wouldn't go along with the deal we made. Everyone else agreed.
What deal?
Soviets would like to see us turn our tails and run. But we've got to protect our interest. I mean, stand up for freedom.
Did he let a little bit too much truth slip out?
We've got God on our side. Or the next best thing, anyway.
I mean, can you imagine, like, Superman on your side? Like, what a game changer in international combat.
Special filters. Wear them tonight and only breathe through your nose.
And all these years, I just held my breath.
It's this night job. It'd bore you. Gotta fly.
Yeah, it looks really boring.
You want lipstick too, handsome?
I brought my own. Thanks.
Very particular about how he likes his makeup done.
This is strictly an observation mission for you. Stay in the copter and do not touch any of the controls.
Is she gonna look? She started using her computer the second she got into the Batcave. She's not gonna keep her hands to herself.
Everything's on auto. Touch any of it, you're fired.
I love how every order is just like, do that or you're fired.
He can fly.
What an awesome POV shot.
You are under arrest.
Do you really have to announce it, lady? There you go. Get that light out.
Russian.
Russian?
He's twice your age, son.
He's also Batman. Batman could be on his deathbed. I'm still not fighting him. I mean, clear inspiration for Joker, right?
I always take this moment to say a little affirmation.
Of course you do.
Faces. So few smiles.
Hey, now, no need to be nervous. Just follow my lead.
Come on, look at that smile in the shadows. He is not nervous, bro.
Freeze, Batman!
That was smart, actually, to get rid of the smoke. Is that police, like, protocol just to open fire on him?
Share your side of things.
I'm told you've killed about 600 people.
How could you say that with a smile? It's like a normal talk show.
This is a sensitive man, and I won't have him being harassed.
Yeah, don't harass the murderer of 600 people.
That's why I'm gonna kill everyone in this room.
Okay.
Yeah, no applause signs going off for that.
It's okay, he doesn't really mean that. He's just trying to ease the tension.
That is not the way you ease the tension.
You guests get to keep these.
Sure, you do whatever you want with it.
Careful saying that to the Joker. I wonder if in his last seconds that guy was like, oh shit, I was so wrong. What a creepy way to do this, man. This is why I don't go to these tapings.
Breathe, David. Breathe.
Oh, man. I mean, that is just horrifying. And she is determined to get him.
Boosters.
Let's go.
Peel.
He's like, I got the voice control, okay?
Head back to the cave.
I'm not fired.
You're not fired.
She adapted. I think that's why Bruce likes that. Like, you know, first of all, he's not someone himself who takes a lot of orders, but she adapted and did what needed to be done. You can't do anything. What do you do against Superman if you don't have kryptonite? What can you do? I wonder if anyone like puts together a code for like how to defeat Superman.
Selena.
She knows to be scared of him. Oh shoot.
My help.
I made myself pretty for you.
What does that lipstick do exactly?
Death toll in the wake of Joker's attack stands at 206, including host Dave Endocrine and Joker's own doctor, Bartholomew Wolper.
I mean, nothing could disprove his theories more strongly than that.
Both Joker and the Batman, who himself left dozens of police hospitalized, are now fugitives from the law.
I wouldn't categorize them in the same way, though. There's a difference between, you know, hurting some people and killing 600. There's that lipstick.
There's something I need you to do, Congressman.
So what does that do? Just make you, like, super compliant? It's like truth serum, but it's for compliance?
In the world! Sir, please.
Holy!
Word on why the congressman...
Get those cameras behind the line!
I mean, how annoying must that be? Like, when you're trying to do your job and then someone just sticks a camera in your face.
Any way I can help?
This wasn't a suicide. The girl upstairs has been drugged. Says she's from Kyle Escorts. Shut it down and bring her in.
Yes, ma'am. Lieutenant O'Halloran, ma'am. Heard there was something wrong?
Stop that man!
Oh, I love how he's using these disguises, man. That's so genius. Does any other Batman version do this?
Selena.
Now, what was their relationship like when he was younger in this version? They seem friendly.
Don't take the girl.
Don't worry.
Oh, dang. Well, he definitely had something. Nice escape. Nice. Oh, it must be so frustrating for the new commissioner. Oh, shoot. Holy. Oh, my gosh. Hold on to that cape. Carrie, good thing you have some strength. That is not easy to do. Where did she learn all her training, you know? Like, I'm sure she's learning on the job with Batman, but she came in with some pretty advanced skills.
Something's coming. It's big. It's
him.
I love how the Joker, like, he so quickly goes from being absolutely lifeless in Asylum to full new schemes the second Batman shows up.
Incoming!
Wait. Let it get closer.
Why? What does the Joker love about like these type of settings? It reminds me a little bit of like what the finale of Mask of the Phantasm. Is it just the irony of like a fun place being twisted? Good thing he acted quick.
Out of your mind?
Holy, did he blind him?
Through playing Joker.
Be still my heart.
Yeah, that's just gonna make him happier. He hasn't had this much fun in years.
You're the Joker, right? Batman's gonna kick your ass.
Careful, kid. Don't talk trash to someone who's holding you by the neck. Love these visuals with the mirrors, man. Joker looks almost a little bit nervous, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, it's not bulletproof at all. You're empty.
You're empty. So are you.
There's something so creepy about having the bombs like in these like weird children robot things. That was an amazing shot. She is so good. Oh, that guy must weigh so much. How do you get him off of you? That's an insane kick. Oh, wow. Oh, this just turned into a Saw movie. Jeez, oh, this poor couple. How did you guys not hear any of the gunshots? You're just in here enjoying the ride?
My bad. Excuse me.
I mean, just seeing the murder of this many citizens is so unsettling, even in an animation. Out of the water.
We can still end on a high note.
Oh my gosh, jeez. I mean, I heard a crack.
See you in hell.
Jeez. Wait, so did he kill himself in his final moments, or is he already dying right there? Or is it meant to be ambiguous? I mean, you just sense the absolute fatigue, and I love how that's what he's saying to Joker, like, no more, no more. Like, he has dealt with everything he's done for so long.
Down this way, go right.
Why did he do that?
Don't touch him!
Oh, careful, dude. What a visual. What a visual. Holy.
Freeze, you son of a bitch!
Shoot gun.
How are we supposed to find him?
If it isn't a cop, shoot it!
What if it's one of the people who lived or something?
Stop laughing.
Jeez. Even after he's dead, still haunted. I mean, the irony of them having their last confrontation in a place called the Tunnel of Love. Come on, come on. Good thing they have a little stormtrooper in them. That's a lot of blood. You're gonna be slow. You're gonna be slow. Come on, come on. Make it. Nice. I think, honestly, Robin is like, this is a good version of Robin. She is doing a good job. What?
The groceries? Now.
Oh, I thought she was being all nice.
I'm going.
She seems so concerned for him. I wonder if she did that just to get him out of the house to stop watching the news, actually. Oh, come on, Superman, let's go!
First strike in a full-scale nuclear attack, and whether the US...
Okay, we need to call in Mr. Manhattan. Come on, Superman. I wonder if that's how Superman, like, trains in the gym, like, lifting up nuclear warheads 10 times really hard. Oh, lights out, man. Not for Bruce. I'm sure he's got so many backup generators. Or not. Oh, dang. Superman looks in horrible shape. What is going on? I just assumed he would survive the nuclear blast. Oh, hurry home to your wife.
Odd that the emergency generator has.
Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, I would assume you guys had a bunch of generators.
Boss.
Show me.
Immediately, like the second from unconscious to back to business.
Ever ride a horse before?
Don't think I've ever seen a horse before.
Batman on a horse. Well, horseback riding, they take you a little slower. You just, you know. Oh my gosh, of course.
It's our moment.
Oh, great. Here we go. It's like, you guys are sons of Batman. You better listen to Batman.
You are going to help me. But not with these. But for tonight, you will rely on your brains and your fists. Tonight, we are the law. I am the law.
I mean, come on, how could you not get inspired if Batman literally showed up to your fan club meeting? And what a great way for Batman to use his leadership to, like, use those guys for good. Jeez. The cavalry has arrived. That was an amazing move. You see how many people he took out?
Listen up. This is our neighborhood. Our homes. We're better than this. Any of you want roofs over your heads tomorrow and the day after that, start helping.
I have buckets. Let's get those hydrants open.
I mean, I love that Gordon did that. In reality, I don't think people would do that, would respond so well to his words, but...
Argue that you can't work together. That's fine. Those people will stay tied up. I'm sure you're all eager to help.
I love that they're mixed in the crowd, too, like the criminals and the civilians who are protecting themselves.
I'm suing.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sue away.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing. He's too big.
I love the arc they have with her as the new commissioner, too. See, look what a community working together can actually accomplish. I swear his wife better be okay. She better have gotten out of there. I mean, come on. There's no way she's alive if she's still inside.
Jim!
Thank goodness. I was like, how dark is this movie gonna go?
How are you feeling, son?
Better, Mr. President, thank you. Sorry I haven't been able to help more.
Did he have to heal in the sun? I don't know everything about Superman and how that works.
They'll never let me bring him in alive.
Well, you do what you need to do.
That's kind of like a way of being like, go ahead and kill him, right?
Been 5 years since I busted out of jail. And you know I've been busy.
Is this Ra's al Ghul?
It's false. No way. Not this time.
I mean, sure, you play it mysterious. But it's a noisy kind of mysterious.
I think that's actually true. What a way to leave a message.
You're not even close to fully recovered.
Neither is he.
Oh, okay. Holy, what an improvement with...
No, you're not looking forward to your part in this.
I can't say it will be pleasant.
Don't have Alfred do anything too risky, please.
Still be weak between the nuke and so little sunlight.
Okay.
Just how weak we'll see when he finds my first surprise.
Okay, so clearly this is where Batman v Superman got inspiration, but not only for the idea, but for the costume too. It looks very similar.
Just monitor his position. Wait, I lost him.
In like 2 seconds. How many missiles does he have set up? It's smart to come in with the giant, Batmobile tank. Oh shoot. Her perspective changes. That was such a cool way to do that.
Isn't this a school night, young lady?
Clark. This is between you and me.
It is.
We don't have to do this.
Sure we do.
Was that a super loud frequency? Oh, very sneaky, Batman. Oh no, Alfred.
You say you answer to some sort of authority. They only want me dead because I'm an embarrassment. Because I do what they can't. What kind of authority is that?
It's a good question.
Doesn't matter. It's their world and they won't stand for you anymore. If it isn't me, it'll just be someone else.
But no one else could do it except for you.
Who do they send after you?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nothing. Just two superheroes fighting. Nice. Batman, you need kryptonite yourself, dude. Oh.
Bruce, this is idiotic.
Oh, he looks so vulnerable right now.
It's 3 ribs, Bruce. Don't make me do this.
Come on, you don't have to kill him, man.
Anything good on?
Oh, wait, this is the Green Arrow, right? What was that?
Get ready.
You have to live a few more seconds here, Bruce. 1 minute 37 seconds against Superman? It's like an eternity. That's very similar to that visual in Batman v Superman when he catches that.
Years and cost a fortune. Luckily, I had both.
Feeling it now, aren't you? What the rest of us live with every day. Your own mortality.
Bruce, your heart.
Batman's like, you broke my heart. But seriously, someone get Bruce a doctor.
Stay out of my way. In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Bruce!
I do like how Superman is concerned for him, despite the fact they were fighting like seconds ago, you know? They're destroying the whole mansion? Why? Oh, poor Alfred. Don't tell me he's gonna have a heart attack too.
Are underway today for Bruce Wayne. As Gotham City's
That's the photo they use.
in his decades as the Batman died with him as Wayne Manor burned to the ground.
Dang, so he's completely exposed, just like that. They actually learn.
Apparently set by his butler, who himself died of a stroke at the scene.
Alfred's dead?
Were you a friend?
I think so. I honestly couldn't say.
Wait, does he not know he's Superman?
Sounds about right.
Don't tell me those glasses are enough of a disguise, or is he asking, like, you know, were you a friend to Batman? What a cool way to reveal it. Okay, I really like that Superman kind of changed his course by the end of the film as well.
Another lamp up there. Right, boss. And you, one there too. Cool, boss.
Good. See, these guys, all the mutants, they just needed someone like an authority in their life who like steer them in the right direction.
My ways, all of my secrets. You're going to be my army operating in the shadows. Gotham's safe, and we're going to take as long as we need.
This is like Batman scaling the business of being a superhero. You know, he started off as a one-man team, then he expanded, learned how to lead.
You gonna be all right with this?
This quieter Mysterious? Spent 10 years looking for a good death. This'll be a good life. Good enough.
Dang. Dang, what a movie. What a movie. All right, so that is The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. I love this film. This was such... it feels... like, it does feel like there is a distinct break between Part 1 and 2, but it does feel like one big movie, if that makes sense. Like one longer arc for this older character of Batman. I mean, the Joker, he was in it. He wasn't in it like too much, but the scenes that he was in were very meaningful. Like I said, I think there's meant to be a little bit of ambiguity the way that I saw it, but that final scene with the Joker, yes, Batman cracked his neck, but then it seemed very clear that he twisted his own neck himself. But then the Joker was like, I made you lose control, I won, which makes me think that maybe Bruce did kind of kill him in that moment. And of course, because he's the Joker, like even in his death, he's haunting Bruce. I thought that was a nice little touch, you know, as he's weak and desperate. That's another thing too. I just really liked the amount of times, especially in this second part, that Bruce was really struggling and you could just see him be desperate and he's injured and he's not at his top strength. You know, I always like when in films or movies, like the hero has a struggle and things are hard, but there were shots where I'm just looking like my heart is just going out to Bruce. I'm like, someone help this dude. He's been through so much, and you can see just fight after fight. I will say that the competence award I am giving to Robin, because I don't know, like I was just so impressed. Like I said, I'm not sure if she's, you know, how faithful this is to the Frank Miller version. I'm assuming that this take of this Carrie, you know, Robin is in it. But I don't know, as far as I can think of, I haven't even heard of this Robin before, so I really liked her, and she just time and time again was there as a very helpful assistant. You know, it's like if a business hires an employee and someone just stands out, they're hard, they're dependable, they think on their own, they're creative. That's what she is for the superhero genre. Like, hold on to her and give her a raise. Alfred, I'm assuming he actually died, like that wasn't a fake, because we didn't see him there at the end, which is pretty sad. It's a bit tragic, because I think that him, you know, destroying the Wayne Mansion, of course, it's so meaningful to Alfred's life and his work and his career. But him looking at those photos of Bruce, he seems so sad to me. And at least the way that I would interpret that is that, like, there is a redemption and kind of an arc that I guess I'll speak of for Batman throughout these films, but I think there's a part of Alfred that misses the fact that Bruce can't have a normal life. And part of this, to be fair, I'm taking from what I know from like the Dark Knight trilogy, right? But that's at least how I saw that moment, that there was a little bit of maybe regret or just sadness that things couldn't have turned out in a more peaceful ending, if that makes sense. But let me know if someone took those moments differently. I mean, the showdown between Batman and Superman, I loved it. I no offense to the Zack Snyder movie, but I think I might like this finale fight even better. And I also think that, and credit to Zack Snyder, I think this is I think there was clear that these films, and especially the confrontation with Batman and Superman in this second part, I think he took a lot of inspiration, and I think he was smart to do that, because I think this was done really, really well. I'm definitely biased. I am a much bigger, fan of the character of Batman than Superman. To be fair, I know very little about the Superman, similar to Batman going into this. I just have seen a couple of the mainstream movies. So the Man of Steel and Batman v Superman is how, and, Justice League is how I know Superman, and then just, pop culture, right? But I haven't, watched other Superman movies or read any comics. But I really like how Clark Kent, because, I think it's not the most satisfying thing to me. I wouldn't want to be the superhero taking my orders from the president. That's just not the category I would want to put myself in. But I can definitely see like where Superman is coming from, and that makes sense from what I know of his character, that he would be doing that. But I like how Batman defeated him. Obviously Superman wasn't at his full strength, and he got help from other people. So I'm not using this as a thing to be like, oh, see, my guy won. But what I really like is how concerned he was, even in the heat of combat, for Bruce's life. Like, he was warning him, even as Bruce is punching him, and he's defeated essentially, that his heart, like, you're gonna die, dude. Like, he's concerned about that. And then that moment at the end, first of all, it's such a cool reveal for Batman being alive, like him like looking over, but he immediately like saw through that, and then he just gives that little wink. It's like, you don't need anything else to be said, you just need that little moment. And it's kind of a nice way to bring in an arc. As far as the themes, I would actually say my favorite theme of these Dark Knight Returns movies is the idea of Batman representing so much more than one man. And I know it's present in a lot of Batman movies, but I think it was just really hammered home in that final sequence where there's the fire spreading and the people are going crazy. There's a confrontation between, you know, the people defending themselves, joining up, and the criminals letting loose. And you have, you know, Batman show up with the misguided kids of the gang, and they end up uniting to work together to keep the city safe in horrible conditions. And I just think, of course, that's what Batman is, because as much as he can do, as he says in the epic monologue in The Batman, the Robert Pattinson movie, you know, I'm just one man. Logistically, you can only do so much. And it's really cool to me that an older Batman would really start taking a step back from his hands-on in the field work and then start supervising and teaching and expanding and giving kind of like the opposite of a gang leader, like giving a good job to these young kids. Now, I've watched Under the Red Hood, so of course I know that Joker kills Jason Todd, and it's a huge deal in Batman. And in part 1 of The Dark Knight Returns, he says never again. So I don't know exactly what promise or what he committed to doing after Jason Todd died. But what I'm assuming, and if anyone wants to fill me in if this is explored more in the actual comics, I'm assuming in this take on Batman, Dark Knight Returns, like Jason Todd died and he felt so guilty about it, he was like, I'm never going to be a mentor to someone else. But then Robin showed up and he realized that maybe it's, you know, he needs help. You know, maybe it's not so much, you know, Batman training someone else, but he himself, like Robin saves his life, Carrie, you know, in part 1. And then I'm not sure exactly what the change is that Batman had, but the way that I see it, it's almost like necessity. Like he had no other choice but to take on other young people. And I'm assuming why he didn't do it earlier, like I said, was because he made some sort of promise because of Jason Todd's death. Like, I can't do this. I can't bring young people into these dangerous circumstances. But the necessity of, you know, reaching out to other people to help, of the community being absolutely needed despite the heroes doing all their things, I thought was just such a meaningful way to kind of hammer home the message of Batman representing the change that each of us can do, and how, you know, joined together a society can do incredible things. You just need that leader, that inspiration, and also how that can be channeled to give a healthy activity or a job to like younger people who, you know, are bored or misguided, go down the wrong, you know, make a few mistakes and then end up, you know, joining a gang doing horrible things. So I really liked that take. And then the final line, I guess I'll just wrap up with that. I mean, of course, Batman fakes his own death. How in character. It's awesome. He's starting this new group, you know, of young people to take up the mantle of protecting Gotham. But I like his line. You know, how he talks about, and because of that line, I kind of think that I was correct in assuming he kind of really did want to die. But by the end of these 2 films, he has a new purpose to live. And that makes sense too, because the Bruce in this movie does not strike me as someone who is comfortable in retirement. He's got some Tom Brady competitive nature in him. He wants to keep going. So that's fine. You know, maybe you can't do it, you know, physically your body can only keep doing it for so long, but you can be a mentor, you can be a teacher and still build something. You know, some people have intense personalities, and I think a lot of people, you know, when they retire, they lose that sense of purpose. So some people really need to keep working. That's just what they want. But I like that line. I think that kind of captured the tone of this Batman, where he's like, you know, I'm going to butcher it. I just watched it, but I'm going to butcher the line. But he's like, it's a good life after spending all these years looking for a good death. But then he hesitates and he's like, good enough. And I think that, to me, captures the tone of these Batman movies so well, because they are gritty and there is, you know, it's violent, and this Batman is not messing around at all. You know, in fact, I'd say he's crossing the line in multiple ways. But it's not like a clean, happy ending, everything's perfect. And I would assume even psychologically for Bruce, he's always going to have his demons. He's always going to struggle. You know, he's not someone who's sitting there all zen on a golf course. That's not the Batman. But he's like, this is something, you know, he's a damaged, traumatized person who is trying to do something good with his life. And he's like, it's good enough. And I don't know, that line really resonated with me. But heck, Dark Knight Returns, part 1 and part 2, had a blast with these films. I hope you enjoyed these reactions. Like I said, if these videos do well, if there's engagement on the channel, then I'll continue doing more DC animated reactions. Very likely Batman the Animated Series, so if people are interested, please let me know in the comments. If you do want to see the full reactions, like I said, up on Patreon. Thank you for watching. As always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.